So continuing on with this series, because boy, I'm still sitting on footage, and you know what I tried to do? I tried to edit something in a certain way, and it did not work out, so... yeah, that's not great. Harold, Eldritch... oh, well, actually, I'm waiting for a certain character, so I don't know why I'm trying to act as if I'm starting immediately. Timestamps will still exist. But yeah, just know that I'm sitting on a bunch of footage that I shouldn't be, but that's because I am still held up, trying to do things here and there, as we are looking for specifically a Mizuki run. If we don't get Mizuki, then I'll just remember the next one. Again, not much else to say, so after this attempt, as we get Zectast, Curious Birthmark, I don't remember because for some reason I skipped through it, thinking I wasn't gonna get Mizuki, and I got Mizuki. And this is an interesting one because it's Zectast, so normally I would go for ally attack. I think we're just gonna try to go for a weapon. So, Knowledge, Takshi-san, Second Mystery, Dexterity, Light, Strength. Otherwise, normally I would advise ally attack, because even when your Doom shoots up to 26% Doom, if this run is going to be any indicator, A-N-Y space indicator, Mizuki does not work well with weapons normally. I mean, okay, well, let's just say it outright. Objectively speaking, even if we ignore Mind Drain, let's ignore Mind Drain for a moment. When Mizuki does regularly use a weapon, as you notice, all of her stats are 5 or below on Harbinger, and that doesn't lend Mizuki a lot of wiggle room in Harbinger. Mainly using weapons, the Monkey Wrench is still passable, but definitely a lot worse. Scissors, Hell, Ramen, Bulletin, Painting, and with this loadout, I think I'm going to do Bulletin to Scissors and then Painting, maybe? If we're hurt before Painting, we'll take Hell. Ramen will save for last, because usually I like safer mysteries as my last mystery, and as Mizuki, I definitely want to be a bit safer, but if we don't get to... if things go for the worse, we might have to do some RNG plays. Mizuki is not a very strong character without her allies. We do have Reiko, but if cigarettes is not normally something I'd advise people to use. That is not... if you have vending machine enabled, so be it. If not, you can set a Colt Shop as Mizuki. Again, all of her stats are pretty much even in that department. But while we're here using Mizuki and we have the Carpenter Hammer available, let's use the Carpenter Hammer. Now, it's not the best weapon I would choose, but it does allow us to prep attack, I believe? No, we need 5 strength, so... again, this missing strength here is really doing a number on Mizuki. So what do we have? Scissors, Painting, and Hell, I believe? So we do want to set things to the mansion eventually. But first, we're in Bulletin, so let's see... if we're gonna take Painting third, the forest is not a bad place to put police patrols either. But if we have to take Hell third, then we'll switch in the meanwhile. So let's do these 2 forest mysteries first, or well, investigations first, and see what happens. Yeah, these Mizuki, her stats being as low as they are, doesn't help either. And now that we're on Zectast, it's definitely not gonna help. So we don't even get this, do we? No, we don't. So yeah, and buying a weapon normally results in losing one of every stat, but I wasn't willing to reroll, so here we are dealing with the after effects of what we've done. We could use Mind Drain. We probably need to use Mind Drain. 5 damage, right? Is that gonna even be enough? It doesn't seem... 3 stamina? Yeah, it'll be enough. We're gonna try casting Mind Drain. We need Fame now. We need Fame now. Alternatively, I could have traded the History Club for the Schoolyard. I think that would have been a better one. But as we get Ghostly Spear, we're gonna play with the cards we're given. Yeah, but we'll still play around. Well, we'll still look at what Mizuki can do with a weapon. If you were to use this strat that I still consider it consistent. It's just, well, the most consistent. I'm not gonna say it has a high survival rate. It does, but in my hands, not as much. And if Zectast doesn't give us a strength event, then we just suffer with what we have for the moment. Perhaps a 6 decrease in Doom in the mansion investigations would help a lot as well. But barring those, I think Reiko and buying cigarettes is going to be our go-to solution, at least to survive the last mystery. Because without it, not being able to prep attack it with the Carpenter Hammer is really not great. So here we are. We do have a decrease in Doom in Scissors, just by nature of it being Scissors, but that's... We also have Hell and Bulletin, so... And then we took Survivor's Guilt, so... Curious Birthmark, that's why. Let's actually get rid of that, because even if we get branded, this is going to result in a 10 Doom... This will avoid a 10 Doom deficit. I was trying to use the word deficit, and that was not the way to use it. Still, not much else to say at the moment. Mizuki is not great at all with the status quo, which is why ally attack got introduced in the game. I believe, anyway. We never got a strict, direct answer as to why ally attack was included, but I was definitely a player that talked about how terrible Mizuki was. I think right after Yashiro. Well, right after Yashiro was and I think still is the worst in my opinion. But right above that, right after as a better character was Mizuki as second to last. So, and this run already as it is should be telling you why. While yes, other characters have just as much of a problem with Zictast, Mizuki doesn't get to use ally attack with Zictast either, unless you're willing to take super charisma damage, because, well, you are going to lose points of charisma, and without 7 or 8 charisma, you don't really get to do any good ally attack things. So, for example, with 6 charisma, you can no longer do a kick on top of this, which you sometimes, and definitely, in my opinion, need to make up for turns where you lose the 2 ally attack damage. And of course, we are gambling otherwise, so we are probably going to run here. We're going to take too much HP otherwise. I could Ghostly Sphere, I could Mind Drain. But yeah, just know that I would have run, but since we have both of these spells available to use, we'll use both of them once. And I guess we'll take -2 all damage. Mind Drain at least heals your reason. Kind of important, but still. Yeah, this is... Indirectly, this is supposed to help with Zictast, but no, most of the time you don't want to let go of allies. I might need to, though. It's random, though, at the same time. I would rather take Quick Thinking. I'm thinking. I mean, for the sake of this video, I guess I'm going to take Parting Gift, and we'll see. If we need an emergency stat increase, so be it. If we get a Zictast stat increase, then it's a dead perk. If we never get Fame, I'll probably let go of Reiko near the end of the run, at the very least, because I will have no need for allies unless I get Fame, of course, but yeah. So we've traded a lot of max reason by now. Why did that drop randomly? Oh, because I'm shaking the desk that I am playing on. But anywho. So Clap 4 Bows is going to be our guess. Again, not a lot of Mizuki gameplay going on aside from maybe a Parting Gift, but we'll see when it happens. Please tell me it was Clap Bow, by the way. It was. Now, are the other 3 bows? Clap, bow, 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 clap. So, nice to know. I don't know if I'm going to be using it, and Safety in Numbers is hurting us, and then we got Zictast did again. We should be able to survive Zictast, it's just that my stats are so low that this is a lot of pain. So, Hell, Ramen, Painting. I guess I can take Painting now. I don't think the Wind Bat's doing us any good here. No, it is not. We do seem to be on random item stats. The Wind Bat is not normally 102 base speed, right? So, anywho. Unfortunately, we're still taking penalty damage, both in the forest and in the mansion, so we could just end up dying here. And if so... Again, the fact that Mizuki as she is, and I'm rolling 12s plus 1 modifiers, is also not helping. But luck is the one stat we should be able to rely on, and I guess we're not. Flesh regrowth. That's stamina for max stamina. Which I don't like, but if I have to get the healing done, I have to over Ghostly Spear, but we'll see. Basically, Ghostly Spear for encounters, and flesh regrowth for events. If events go really, really badly. In this case, though, I mean, I guess, clap, bow, 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 clap. So, 4 HP for 23 experience. I mean, that's... You get almost that much with a certain event in the school. And then we got nothing. I mean, not nothing. I will be able to grab cigarettes. The question is if I'll be able to grab more. None of these are particularly great, but to avoid a stamina and reason penalty, I'll take that. Okay, I was about to say if we failed that, and yes, because of threat levels, I don't get to recover in events as I should, but we'll deal with it. Again, let me rewind back to something I've said before. On Harbinger, your win rate is still at least above 75% if you're playing properly and know what you're doing. I just forget a lot of events. That's one of the main contributing factors to me having a probably like 30-40% win rate. But yeah. So, in the interest of my reason, I was going to say Doom, but also Doom. Because while that increased my Doom, I would rather that than trade stamina and die. And then we get that, but hey... Hey, so I'm gonna grab a pack of cigarettes now. This should last me until the end of this mystery. The next question I'll have, and it seems like we have 6 fun cigarettes, so that's not great. But so be it. And a lot of this is just Zektas doing damage to me, but Mizuki, again, aside from Charisma, doesn't do well stat-wise regardless, so... And then, as I said, because we're on Zektas, you don't really get to employ her other possible strategy. And we just have to run here. I'm not even going to try and mind... Well... Can we brace into anything? 3 strength. No, we cannot. We get nothing. 75%, but still. It's... No, in the interest of Doom, let's do it. So we're going to Mind Drain as much as we can. And maybe we hit this. We might be able to do a thing next turn, but I think it's still a gamble. We got another fungal growth. That's not good. That does interfere with me using Mind Drain and Ghostly Spear. What is it again? I keep forgetting because it's usually negligible, but in this case it hurts. So I guess we're using Ghostly Spear to get out. And then we'll see what happens. We can still forget those spells to recover reason, but it's not what I would normally plan to do. And then we're gonna I'm equipping the Demon Mask because I have Nicotine Rush buff. In hopes that I'm fast enough to deal a lot of damage. Now it might not be true, but that might not be the case, but it's what I'm deciding to do. And I should really heal there instead, but not doing that either. So, let's do Ramen as our last mystery. 71% Doom is quite good, but encounter-wise, I think we actually have max 6 stamina and max 5 reason. Luck? No. Why would I ever? Why would I ever? We can grab a cigarette near the end of this mystery to stave off out of funds as long as possible. Or, never mind, we're gonna grab another cigarette now. So, we do have Takshisan, so these cigarettes are, in my mind, required. Yeah, and the fact that we have fungal growth is actually hurting us quite a bit. We barely get to prep attack. Does it mean anything? Kind of. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna Mind Drain next turn. We have to cast Mind Drain. The alternative is to die. Unless I wanted to try and gamble, but I don't often. I mean, yeah, the other one was a gamble as well, but hey, why would I ever pass a luck check? That was a fair one, all things well, not really, because no one ever increases luck in this game. Luck is near... Unless you plan on running into a lot of luck checks, I guess, but that's not normal. So what do we get? Well, we don't even get that. We get this. For what? 9, 13, 22. It's not enough. I'm willing to throw the flashlight away, but at the same time, we're just going to do this instead so we can try and roll this, and if I miss one of these, so be it. So, let's see if we survive the lighthouse. We don't even have the charisma, so I completely forgot what we had, all things considered. But yeah, even with this, as bad as it was, I was carried by Mind Drain. Let's not get things twisted. I think I'm actually going to get rid of one fungal growth. Yes, we will. Then we'll do this. And I think I should still be able to survive. I do have flesh regrowth. Did I just hurt myself? I didn't have anything but the light check. Do we have the 6th floor as well? We do. So actually, we are in a bit of trouble. No, I have flesh regrowth, right? Done. Use it once, and then I use it twice. I should survive still. Well, I mean, we don't have anything else, really, so... Boom. Boom. And then we move on. Sick Cast hits us again, but so be it. We can at least do the thing to Takashi-san, where we desperate struggle into handcuffs. It's not guaranteed, though. And I do have a light source, so theoretically I don't need my reason. So if we can save on that, I can just use this until he gets low. And we should get out in one turn here. Not that I needed more Doom, but you get what I mean. So scissors a second. We'll actually... Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's lose it now because you can react to that. Or you can use flesh regrowth or recovery. You can recover after taking stamina damage. And by the grace of Mind Drain plus Ghostly Spear, we are allowed to survive. So, without further ado... Yeah, I mean, that also talks about Mizuki somewhat, but if you have your own opinion or your own pieces of advice, I'd be happy to listen to it. Otherwise, subscribe if you want to support this channel at any length, and I guess I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye!